Hello guys and welcome to this tutorial. I'm Sansar from Nepal. So in this tutorial for CG Tuts, I'm going to teach you how to model a temple using a basic techniques. So beginning in Maya, we'll go and create a sphere at first. So first of all, we are going to create the top part. So you will be using very basic techniques, and slowly when we are at the end completing, we'll be using few advanced tips. I'll be using some advanced tips as well. So for now, let's just go to side view and delete half of the faces. Okay, object mode. Now we're going to use a pipe and just again go to side view, and then let's create it exactly the size of the sphere, and then a little bit tight. Okay, that'll be great. It's a little bigger, I think, so we can go to and change its size and thickness, less, radius little down, more, a little more down. Okay, I think that's great. Okay, now let us do the same for this pipe as well. Delete the half of the faces, delete, and then you can just go to object mode, go to edit mesh, and then okay, mesh fill hole. Okay, so it will fill the hole, so we don't need to fill the whole of our sphere, and that's alright. Okay, now let us duplicate this by pressing Ctrl D and just rotate it 90 degrees through y-axis. Okay, uh, that'll be good. Okay, now let us select all this, modify, center pivot, and press the R key to change the scale, and then just scale it a bit up and pull it up as well. Okay, now let's go to top view and create a torus exactly the size of the sphere, uh, but not too thicker. Okay, let's scale it a bit. Torus radius, and decrease it. Radius. Yes. Section radius should be decreased. Radius should be increased. Okay, I think that's great. Let's duplicate it. Control D, press W, and then move it a little upward, and then scale it down. Go to torch. Oh, we don't have that option. Okay, that's alright. That's good. Once again, you can just duplicate it, move a little upward as well, and then again scale it down. Okay, that looks good. Now, just go ahead and create a cylinder. Okay, first of all, let me move it to center. Snap to grids and then move it to center. Okay, that's great. And then use the cylinder and draw it. So we'll just be creating these simple objects and just placing them to achieve the result. Okay, now let's go ahead and create another cylinder, but you can use something else by just extruding from this cylinder also, but I'm using to creating another cylinder in top of it. So for that, select this cylinder, go to modify and make live. In this way you can create any object in top of this. So if you can see, I created this at top of this. Okay. Again go to modify, make, oh, sorry, go to modify, make not live. That'll do. mm, okay. Now we have got the top part. We have to mold that. Okay. uh, let's go ahead and create another cylinder in top viewport. I think around here. That's great. mm, Position it in proper place. uh, Check in all viewports whether it's alright or not. Okay, I think that's good. If you want to increase the size of it, you can just scale it, or even pull some of the vertex. Okay, that's good. Sorry, object mode, and then just pull it up. Okay, so now um, okay, now we're going to duplicate this and just make it go around this cylinder. So for that, first of all, we're going to change the pivot point of this by pressing the insert key and moving the point, and just snap to grid and place it to middle, and then press E key to rotate, Control D to duplicate, and rotate it. So in this way it will just rotate uh, around the cylinder. But before that, I think my cylinder is not positioned properly, so snap to grids and just move it. Okay, now select the cylinder, press E to rotate, Control D to duplicate, and rotate. Okay, in this way you can make number of copies. Okay, how many of copies you want, you can just move it, just position it using this technique. Okay, that much is good for now. Okay, now I'm going to duplicate this, Control D, press the up key, and move it up, and just scale it a bit up and down the y-axis. Okay. And you can also just select all these for these cylinders, edit mesh, bevel, and give it a nice look. And same for this one as well. G to do the same action again, 0.1, and to this one as well. G, bevel, 0.1, that's great. Okay, now what we left, okay, the top part, that's for that we are going to use sphere once again. Select the cylinder. Okay, no, that's not necessary. Okay, just create one sphere out here. Snap to grids, position it in the middle, remove the snap, pull it up. Okay, go to side view and delete half faces because we only need the half part, and just position it. That's good. Okay, if you want to, you can scale it down or even scale it up as well. create one more sphere. Do the same for this, just a small one. uh, Delete the half face. uh, Snap it to grid. Sorry. Just press double, remove the snap and go move it a little up. Okay. Even in the top viewport you can snap and snap to center, so in this way it's positioned properly. Okay, now create one more cylinder, very small size and very long. uh, I think that's too big, so we are going to create kind of a flag for the top part. Okay, in top view, just snap to grids and move it to the center. Remove the snap and pull it up. Okay, that's great. Now what we can do is just decrease the subdivision to about 15, and then edit mesh, insert edge loop about at the half, select the side edge, or you can even select the face and then extrude just to create a flag, like a flag. Okay, that's great. Okay, now continuing with the model, um, we'll start building some more objects. Okay, now we have to build a pillar, but using a simple technique. um, just create one cylinder, modify, make live, go to top view, create another cylinder about this size. Can make this live and another one. So don't be worried, we'll adjust the heights later on. Okay, but I think the height are pretty good. Go make not live. You can also increase the heights. Okay, that's great. Just duplicate this, move it up, this one as well. So this technique is focusing for those who are just beginning the modeling, but for the professionals it's nothing. Okay, sorry. Go to modify center pivot and scale it. Oops. Okay, then let us group it and name it pillar. And if you go to Windows Outliner, you can see a whole bunch of objects that you have created until now. So later on you are going to have a lot of objects, so it will be very messy. So let us go ahead and keep on managing things from beginning. So just let me group this control. Okay, that's a single. So just select this top part and then just group it, naming it the topmost part. Okay, that's good. And then rest of it, sorry, rest. Oh, okay, that's all right. Topmost, and then later on this. So press Ctrl Z to group it and rename it. Just name it top underscore main. So just be sure to name it that, and you'll know what that object is when you're looking at the outliner. Okay, just scale it down. uh, First of all, let me attach center to snap to grids and to all the objects, and these two as well. Okay, that's good, I think. Okay, okay, now go to outliner, just select the pillar, just and try to position it. Remove snap to grids. Okay, so let us see it back in our image. It's a small one, so we don't need too big. Scale it a bit. Okay, I think that'll be good. Okay, but before that, we're going to cover this part by using a cylinder. You can just duplicate this one, move down, and just scale it up. This one down. Okay. Scale it down a bit. Okay, that's great. Again, go back to outliner, select the pillar, and then just position it as you want. So see how it looks. Okay, that's pretty good. Scale it a bit. Okay. Now, uh, as we did for this top part, we just center the pivot to middle and just rotate it, duplicating it. So, but in this, we're going to use almost the same, but a bit different. So, press the insert key and change the pivot point to center by snapping to grids, and then press the E key. And if you go to channel box editor, you can see a rotation XYZ value. If you rotate through y-axis, you can see the value are changing. So let us just duplicate it once, Control D, and duplicate it and position it where you want. So okay, if this, you can see that value changed from 0 to 28.331. So that value we are going to use to duplicate it. Okay, let me show it by just pressing Control G 2 times, and then do you remember the value? I think that was 28.331. Okay, go to edit, duplicate spatial, press the checkbox to go to its option. You can go to instance or copy in, that doesn't matter in this case. So in the rotation value, so okay, scale to 1 only, and in the rotation value this X, Y and G. So in the Y axis we are going to change it to 28.331, and the number of copies, I think 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. I think 12 will be enough. And duplicate spatial. Okay, that was great. Okay, now we can just position this last one if it's not at correct position. Okay, but that's good, no problem, not a big deal. Okay, so in this way we duplicated it more easier way than the upper parts. So again, duplicate this one down, scale it down, just I need a little more thinner. Okay, let us just move this up. Sorry. Okay, modify center pivot, just go to edit, delete all by type history. Oops, I think we need to group these objects. Okay, so let's select all the pillars and then group them. Control Z, naming P S M A L small underscore P I L L here. I just name it small because later on we're going to create more bigger pillars down here as well. Okay, so now just select all these and then try to move it. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I think we have some more pillars, long pillars. Okay, so using the same technique, just go ahead and draw a cylinder. Just scale it in y-axis. That's good. Press the insert key to change the pivot point. Snap to grids. Snap it to middle. Then E key, edit, duplicate spatial. I think same value is good. Okay, that's good. I'm going to duplicate this cylinder at the down part. Once again, duplicate it. Okay, so I think we're almost done for the topmost part. Okay, now, so we have got some more objects. Okay, now we're going to create this part. Uh, these are just the duplicate of this part. Just scale it down and just place it in four corners, so that we'll be doing it later on. So before that, let's go to top view and then create a box of size about this. Okay, but let us try to match the number of boxes equally. Center to grid. And we can adjust the height and width. Depth. Okay, that's good. Just position it. Pressing W key. Okay. So if you want a little bigger, you can just scale it anytime. Okay. We're going to create one more box, but this time a little smaller one. Snap to grids. Scale it a little down. Okay, I think we need to position it in proper place. And move. Oops, sorry. Take these two box and move it down. Okay. Now it's this bar we're going to create now. That's just going to be duplicating of different objects. So first of all, go ahead and create a cylinder. Okay. Just you need to match the proportion, so the final result will look good. So the whole thing is the proportion. And then create a box. decrease its size by moving the vertex. Okay, vertex, and then move it, and then even you can increase this size. Okay, that's great. Now we will be needing some small cylinders. That's what we are going to do now. Okay, just position it in proper place, and then go to side view to scale it to fit in our scene. Okay, I think that's good. Okay, just duplicate it and move it aside. Duplicate it. Okay, now select all these objects, Control Z group. Okay, bar bar underscore 1 bar group. Okay, that will be good. So renaming that doesn't matter at all. Modify center pivot, and then okay, now check the values in the translate X. It will be changing if we move this. So Control D just to test it, and then up to this much, 4.97. Okay, edit, duplicate spatial, 0 in the rotation, 4.98, and number of copies I don't think we need 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 will do. Duplicate spatial. Okay, that's great. But I think we lack a little bit of space. Not that much as well. Okay. Select all this top part. Control G, group it, and name it bar bar. Score one square side. So it does not matter whatever you rename it. So it's alright. Okay, just duplicate one of this. Just position. Okay, and I think we need to add that to the group as well. Okay, again group 8 bar bar underscore 1 underscore side. Okay, now duplicate it and put it in the other side. Once again duplicate it, and then modify center pivot, rotate it 90 degree to y-axis, go to top view and position it. So the side is not too long, so we don't need all of these objects, so we can just delete them by selecting. Oops, they're all the same. That's gonna be a problem. Okay, no problem. Go to bar group 6. Oh, I think we did a mistake by duplicating it. Okay, let's just undo it. Okay, and oh, we have got some problems with our grouping. Okay, but no problem. We can, I think, always do that. So what we can do now? Do we have any ideas, got? Okay, go to this group and then select bar 1 side, cylinder. Okay, now let us just select this 4. Okay, now that's not good. It's a great problem now. Okay, though, we'll just be duplicating some of these objects. Just try and select the top, this one, and then just duplicate it, and then modify center pivot and move it, rotate it, just put the value to 90 degree. That'll be done. Okay, now you can try to select this small pillar in the outliner. So I think grouping we had just meshed up, but that's alright, no problem. We can again go ahead and manage our scene later on. So, but grouping is one of the important part when you are modeling this kind of complex scenes, because that'll come really in handy. Okay, so now we're just going to duplicate all these parts. Okay, Control D. Just it's not too big, so we're going to do it manually, not using the duplicate spatial. And for this end part, what we will do is just duplicate and try to put this one right here, and then just delete this too. Go to vertex and just make it a little smaller. Okay, that's alright. Now select all these parts up in here. Okay, and just Control duplicate it and put it as the another side. Okay, it's alright. Just delete this one. Okay, that looks good. Now we'll just duplicate this top part and put it in the four corners. So what we'll do is select all this top part. Let's just deselect this. Okay, and then this one as well. And just group it. Top part. TOP top underscore complete. Just duplicate it. Go to top view. Just scale it down. More down, I think. Let us see what does it looks like in our perspective. Even in the side view, position it. Okay, now just duplicate this and put it in the four corners. One more time, and for the last time, Control D. Okay, that looks good. Okay, we can just bevel this eases, edit mesh, bevel down to 0.1, select mode. Okay, we are done with the topmost parts. Now let's go ahead and create another box, or we can just duplicate this one, Control D, move it down, it's not that big, I think. Okay, that's okay. mm, if not, if it's okay, it's in middle, so not a big deal. Okay, uh, now similarly we are going to duplicate it one more time. So if you see that I have duplicated the objects most of the time, just create a simple object and trying to make uh, achieve the great result. So okay, scale it down a bit. Okay, I think it's a little more bigger. That's it. We also have another one at the floor. This. Duplicate this one. Okay, we can also duplicate this one. Move it down. Just scale it up. I think it's too big. Okay, we can adjust it later on. So we have some more pillars right in here. A few more. Let's go ahead and create that. Okay, again, let us create a cylinder. Bigger one than we did till now. Okay, I think it's too big. Okay, that's good. Vertex, scale it a little down, and this one up. Okay, now edit mesh, insert edge loop, add a loop over here, select ease, control right click two faces to face. Oops, sorry. Control right click edge ring utility to edge ring, and then right click two faces, two faces. So I'm just control and right clicking to get these options. So go to edit mesh, extrude, and pull it in G axis. Oops, sorry, pull it in G axis. That's good. Okay, now we're going to just duplicate this as well. Let me position it in proper way. Control D. You can just check the value and the change and just put those values into duplicate spatial, but let me just keep duplicating it. It's not too big. It won't take much time doing it manually, so I'll just be doing this manually. Okay, now select this four part, duplicate it, top view, and then again from the back part, select this, control D, duplicate it. Okay. Okay, now we're also done with that part as well. Now it's for the bottom part. But before that, let us just scale this one down or up a bit. Select all the edges for this. Edit mesh, bevel, 0.2. that's all right now. uh, we're pretty much done for the top part, so continuing with this down part. It's okay. Oops, sorry. uh, just select box and then create another box right down here, scale it up. Okay. And then just scale it bigger and bigger. So the topmost part was smaller, now it's getting bigger and bigger. I think it could be even more smaller. Okay. So if you look at the image, we have got this little out over here. So you can just create that. That's not a big problem. But first of all, let me just properly manage it. Okay, this much. I think it's too big. So just scale it down. Okay, that's positioned properly. Okay, that's now good. Now just add two loops in the middle, and then just extrude the faces. Sorry, face only. A little bit outward. Okay, that's good. We have got, I think it's more thicker one, so just increase the size, and then once again duplicate it, and then scale it down. That's good. Okay. Okay, now okay, we'll create this small bar for this one as well, but not this kind of complex, just a simple one. So for that, first of all, I'm going to create a long box, just small size of this one. Okay, this duplicate it. Once again, duplicate it and rotate it 90 degree to y-axis. Okay, that's that. And then just reduce the vertex. Once again, can duplicate it for this side as well. And then go to top view and create another box. Sorry. This time a little bigger one. Okay. So where's that? Okay, it's here. And just put it down. Just duplicate and put it to all the four corners. I will do that later on. Okay. So we have some more objects over there. Some kind of small pillar or something. So, oops. And this time again, modify, make live, choose the cylinder, top view, draw a cylinder, small one. Okay, just Control D. duplicate this one once again. Okay, that's good. And without selecting anything, go to modify, make not live. I think I need to scale it a bit more. Okay, that's alright. Now select all these three objects. Go to top view and duplicate it and put it into four corners. Oops. Control D. Control D. Okay. In this way we did that one as well. So let us select all these four, modify center pivot and scale it up a bit. I think I messed up with these parts out here. Okay, but no problem. That's I think problem of the position. Now just let me select all this and then position it down. Oops, it's not. Oops, I just forgot to select this box. Okay, again duplicate that box. Mm, okay, we're done most. So just left this top part and getting little more complex, but not that too much. Okay, these parts. So we will be continuing on the next part. So for this part, bye bye.